Hello everyone, how are you? I think all of you are very safe at home, right? We were discussing about the mass medias, different mass medias. Which are the main mass medias we use now? Yes, that is your newspaper, radio, TV, computer, the internet, different social medias, and the books, right? To handle all these mass medias, what we need? What do we need to handle this? Can anybody tell? Yes, that is reading. Reading has a main role to handle all these mass medias. What are the importance of reading? That we have already discussed in the last class. Reading has a main role, or reading is an essential in our day-to-day life, right? Now, to read and write, that is literacy. What do you mean by literacy? The word, new word, I think it is a new word for you. Literacy, literate or literacy. What do you mean by literacy? That is ability to read and write. Okay? Now, as you know, our state Kerala has won 100% literacy. Okay? Even though few people are there who cannot even write and read. ഇപ്പോഴും ഉണ്ട് എഴുത്തും വായന അറിയാത്ത പലരും അവിടെ ഇവിടെയൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്. Then how can we overcome this issue, this problem? How can we help them? Can you tell? How can we help them? There are a lot of agencies to give help to others. How can we do this? How can we implement this? നിങ്ങൾ എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും ചിന്തിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ടോ ഇതെങ്ങനെ ഓവർകം ചെയ്യാമെന്ന്? Okay, now here there's a story in your textbook. Now a woman, she is illiterate. What do you mean by illiterate? You know what is literate? How to read and write, ability to read and write. Then here illiterate, I added IL എന്ന രണ്ട് ലെറ്റേഴ്സ് കൂടെ ഞാൻ അതിനെ കൂടെ ആഡ് ചെയ്തു. illiterate, what's the meaning? Can't, how to read and write, that is the illiterate. Illiterate is just opposite, the one who doesn't know how to read and write. Okay, now here's the story of an illiterate woman. Now who is the author, writer? You know? Yes, that is Mikhail Soshenko. Mikhail Soshenko. He is a Soviet or Russian writer. Now, he is one of the member of a group of writers, a famous group of writers. Then they themselves called Serapion Brothers. Now, Mikhail Soshenko, now he wrote a series of children's short stories. Okay, now here is the short story about the literacy. Okay, now let's go to the chapter. Take page number 93 in your textbook. Polya. I'll read first. All of you read along with me. Okay. Polya was an illiterate woman. She couldn't even write her name. Polya's husband, however, was a responsible government official. He had once been a simple peasant, but 5 years in the city had taught him a lot, not only how to write his name, but also how to be a successful officer. However, he was not very happy to have an illiterate wife. Polya, you ought to at least learn how to write your name, he used to say to his wife. My last name is an easy one, 2 syllables, Kuchkin, and still you can't write it. I wish you would learn. Polya used to have to wave it aside. There's no use in my trying to learn it now, Ivan, she would answer. I'm getting old. My fingers are getting stiff. Why should I try to write now? Let the young ones learn how to read and write. Polia's husband was a terribly busy man and did not have the time to argue with his wife. So he kept his mouth shut. But one day, Ivan Nikolaevich Kuchkin did bring home a special little book. Here, Polya, he said, is the latest Teach Yourself Russian, which is based on up-to-date methods. I'm going to show you how to use it. Polya gave a quiet laugh, took the book in her hands, turned it over, and hid it in the cupboard, as if to say, let it be there. Maybe our grandchildren will have some use for it. Okay, that's all. Now there are some new words. Let's underline these new words. First of all, illiterate. All of you take your pen and underline those words. And the second one, peasant. Here, peasant. And the next one, that is syllable. Here, syllable. And next one, that is argue. Here, argue. Then one more thing. Okay, that's all for this page. Now let's go to the next page. Okay, have you read the first part of the story? Who are the main characters of the story, Polya? Yes, Polya and her husband. What was her husband's name? Ivan Nikolaevich Kuchkin, somewhat long name. Okay, what are the characteristics of these two characters? Can anybody tell? Yes, Polya was an illiterate woman. You know what is the meaning of literate and illiterate? I have already told you. Illiterate means she doesn't know how to read and write. She could not even write her own name. That was Polya. But her husband, Ivan Nikolaevich Kuchkin, he was a well-mannered person, a government official. Once he was a peasant in his own village. 5 years back, he was a peasant in his own village. When he shifted to the city life changed him a lot. Now he became a very successful government official. But Polya, she was an illiterate woman. Ivan always told her to learn. Polya, you should learn how to read and write. But Polya didn't mind his words. He waved that words aside. അദ്ദേഹം പറയുന്നത് അവൾ തീരെ വകവെച്ചില്ല. Then you know what was her reply? Ivan, there is no use of it. I have no use of being literacy. Look at me, I am getting old. My fingers are getting stiff. What do you mean my fingers are getting stiff? That is a symptom of getting old. Is while we are getting old, we cannot fold our fingers and joints easily. That will become stiff. That is Polya told now. I am getting old. Then what? Then literacy. I have no use of it. I am getting old. Our children or our grandchildren may have some use of it. So you did not force me to be a literate woman. അതാണ് പോളിയ എപ്പോഴും പറയാറുള്ളത്. But Ivan was not at all satisfied with her reply. Okay, now always Ivan forced her to be literate, but she refused it. Then he was a very busy man. He did not have time to argue with her. അവളോട് വാദിക്കാനേ അദ്ദേഹത്തിന് ടൈമില്ല, അത്രയ്ക്ക് ബിസി മാനാണ്. Then what did he do? He kept his mouth shut. പറയലൊക്കെ നിർത്തിവെച്ചു. One day he brought a Russian book. Teach yourself Russian. That's the name of that word. That is, in that book there is the up-to-date methods how to read and write. എങ്ങനെ വായിക്കാൻ പഠിക്കാം എന്നുള്ളതിൻ്റെ up-to-date methods ഉള്ള ഒരു ബുക്കാണ്. And he told Polya, this is the book for you and I will help you. Then you know what was her reply? He gave a quiet laugh, mocked at him, and കളിയാക്കി. And what did she do? He took that book in her hand and hid it or put it in the place it in the cupboard and told Ivan, let it be there. അത് അവിടെ കിടക്കട്ടെ. Let it be there. Our grandchildren will have some use of it. നമ്മളെ മക്കൾക്കും പേരമക്കൾക്കും യൂസ് ചെയ്യും. ഓക്കെ, ദാറ്റ്സ് ഓൾ. അതോടുകൂടി ഇവൻ പറയലൊക്കെ നിർത്തി. Now let's go to the second part of the story. Page number 94. All of you take the book and I'll read first. All of you read along with me. After my reading, pause my video and you read 2 or 3 times yourself. Okay? One more sentence is there in 93 page itself. One day, Polya sat down to work. Now let's go to the next page, page number 94. She had to mend a jacket for Ivan. The sleeve was torn, so Polya sat down at the table, took up her needle and put her hand under the jacket. She heard something rustling. Maybe there is money in there, Polya thought. She looked inside and found a letter. It was a nice, clean one with a neat handwriting. The paper smelled of perfume, and it was in a blue envelope. Polya became pale. Was Ivan in love with another woman? Was he exchanging love letters with well-educated ladies and making fun of his poor illiterate wife? Polya looked at the envelope, took out the letter and unfolded it. But since she was illiterate, how could she read it? For the first time in her life, Polya was sorry that she had not learned how to read and write. Even though it is somebody else's letter, she thought, I have got to know what is in it. Maybe it will change my whole life. Maybe Ivan loves another woman. Maybe I'll have to go back to the country and work as a peasant. Polya started to cry and began thinking about how Ivan Smith seemed to have changed lately. He seemed to be taking more care of his mustache and his clothes. Polya sat looking at the letter. She kept crying and sniffing, but she could not read it at all. To show it to someone else would be unthinkable. Polya hid the letter in her cupboard, finished sewing the jacket, and waited for Ivan to come home. When he returned, Polya did not let him know that anything had happened. On the contrary, in a calm and even voice, she told her husband that she had nothing against doing the little studying and that she was fed up with being an ignorant, illiterate peasant. Ivan Nikolaevich was overjoyed to hear it. That's just fine, he said. I myself will teach you how to read and write. Okay, now take a pen and few words, strange new words are there. Now let's underline it. First of all, the first word meant. Then second one, that is rustling. And the next one, pale. Here, pale. And envelope. Another one, that is, you know what is unfolded? Folded, opposite unfolded. Now we need not to write it down. And the next one, that is mustache. Here in that big paragraph, mustache. Here, mustache. And the next one, unthinkable. You know what is unthinkable? Thinkable, opposite unthinkable. And then one more thing is the sniffing. Okay. Now the next one, that is ignorant. Here, ignorant. Okay, that's all for this page. Now one more page is there. Let's go to the page number 95. Okay, have you finished your reading? What did you get from your reading? Have you got the story, whole story? What was the story? Yes, one day Polya sat down on the floor to mend her husband's jacket. Jacket sleeve was torn, kiritte. Now she wanted to stitch it. Now she took the needle and started to stitch. At that time she heard some sound, a rustling sound. When she took that jacket in her hand, she heard some rustling sound. What do you mean by rustling sound? Yes, the sound of paper. പേപ്പറൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ ഉള്ളിൽ കുടുങ്ങിയാൽ ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന ഒരു സൗണ്ട് ഇല്ലേ, ജാക്കറ്റിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ കുടുങ്ങിയാൽ. She heard that sound. Now she checked inside. Now she got a paper, an envelope. She took that paper and took the paper out. Now there was a very plain paper, a beautiful, nice paper, blue color. That paper smelled perfume. Now she was in doubt. Is it a letter? Is it a love letter? This paper smelled perfume. What a nice smell. I doubt. This is a love letter. I am sure this is a love letter. Was my husband fall in love with another woman? Is it her loving love letter? A lot of doubts. Now she wanted to open it. She unfolded it. There's a word, unfolded. You know what is fold here? Fold here. What about unfold? Yes, opened. She opened that letter. Something scribbled in that letter. She tried to read, but alas, how could she read it? She was an illiterate woman. Now she tried to, and at that time she was very sad. She could not read it. Now she was tensed. She was tensed. How can I read? I want to know what is there in that sentences. I am sure this is the love letter of Ivan's lover. Oh my God, what shall I do? How can I read this? Can anybody help me? But how can I show this love letter to others? That is unthinkable. What shall I do? Now she was very sad. Now she started crying, sniffing and started crying. For this time, this is the first time in her life she became sad being illiterate. ഇല്ലിറ്ററേറ്റ് ആയ കാര്യത്തിൽ ജീവിതത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് അവൾക്ക് സാഡായി തോന്നുന്നത്. പഠിക്കാമായിരുന്നു എന്നൊരു തോന്നൽ അപ്പോഴാണ് ഉണ്ടായത്. Then she started crying and she kept that letter to her chest and started crying. And what did she do? You know what did she do? She started to overthink. What do you mean by overthink? അനാവശ്യമായി ചിന്തിക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങി. I am sure my husband is in love with another woman. I am sure. If he loves another woman, that is a great change in my life. I will have to go or return to my village as a peasant lady. Now the new lady will come here and I will have to go there to my own country or my own village. Oh, that is unthinkable. What shall I do? Now what did she do is she kept that letter in the cupboard and she waited for husband to come. But her husband to come. But when he returned or he reached back, he He didn't tell anything about this letter to her husband. But after some time, in a mild voice, he told his sentence to her husband. What was it? My dear, I am fed up. I am fed up with to be an ignorant, illiterate peasant lady. ഞാൻ ഇത്രയായിട്ട് എനിക്ക് മടുത്ത് ഒരു വിവരവും ഇല്ലാത്ത എന്താ പറയുക ലിറ്ററസി ഇല്ലാത്ത വായിക്കാനും എഴുതാനും അറിയാത്തൊരു കർഷക സ്ത്രീയായിട്ട് ജീവിക്കാൻ ഐ ഡോണ്ട് ലൈക്ക് ഇറ്റ്. ഐ ഫെഡ് അപ്പ് വിത്ത് ഇറ്റ്. ഐ ഫെഡ് അപ്പ് വിത്ത് ദിസ് ലൈഫ്. ഐ വോണ്ട് ടു ലേൺ ഹൗ ടു റീഡ് ആൻഡ് റൈറ്റ്. And can you guess what will be the response of her husband? What will be his response? Can anybody guess? എന്തായിരിക്കാം അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ റെസ്പോൺസ്? Okay, tell me. Yes, he was overjoyed. What do you mean by overjoyed? You know what is joy? Yes, happy. He was overjoyed. Then he told her, okay, that's good, very fine. Myself will teach you how to read and write. Myself will teach you how to read and write. He was very happy. Then he told, okay, let's start. Then she thought that when she saw that letter in his pocket, she overthought. She started to overthink. I told you. Then what was thinking? You know what was thinking? Now he remembered the beautiful, the thin mustache. What do you mean by mustache? Misha. Now nowadays, my husband is giving more care to be good, to dress well and to keep his mustache well. മീശയും ഡ്രസ്സൊക്കെ ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് നൈസായിട്ട് സൂക്ഷിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ദാറ്റ്സ് ഐ നോ, ഐ എം ഷുവർ ഹി വാസ് ഇൻ ലവ് വിത്ത് അനദർ ലേഡി ടു ഷോ ഓൾ ദിസ്. ദെൻ അറ്റ് ദാറ്റ് ടൈം ടു വെൻ ഷീ ടോൾഡ് her husband about to be her wish to be a literate woman, that time too she was observing his mustache. ആ സമയം പോലും മുസ്താഷിന് അവളുടെ ചിന്ത പോകുന്നത് അവളുടെ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ മീശയിലൊക്കെ ഭംഗിയാക്കി വെക്കുന്ന മീശയിലൊക്കെയാണ്. എനിവേ ഷി വാസ് ഓവർ തിങ്കിങ്. ദെൻ ദാറ്റ് ടൈം ഓൺവേർഡ്സ്, ദാറ്റ് ഡേ ഓൺവേർഡ്സ്, ഷീ സ്റ്റാർട്ടഡ് ടു സ്റ്റഡി ഹൗ ടു റീഡ് ആൻഡ് റൈറ്റ്. Her husband helped her a lot. And for 2 months, she studied a lot of letters, how to join the letters to make a word, and how to join the words to make a sentences, like that. And after every evening, she took that letter in her hand and tried to read it. But it was a heavy task to learn how to read and write. പഠിക്കുക, എഴുതാനും വായിക്കാനും പഠിക്കുക എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ സംവാട്ട് ഹെവി റിസ്ക്കാണെന്ന് അവൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായി. എല്ലാ ദിവസവും അവളൊന്ന് ട്രൈ ചെയ്ത് നോക്കും, ശരിയാവുന്നില്ല. ഇൻ ദ 3rd month after the class, she took that letter in her hand and opened that letter and started to read. വളരെ പ്രയാസപ്പെട്ടുകൊണ്ട് റീഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങി. At that time she could realize something. What was it? It was a letter from a lady, Maria. What was there in that letter? Okay, I'll read. I am sending you the book I promised. I think that your wife should be able to learn how to read in 2 or 3 months. Promise my old boy that you will make her do it. Explain to her. Make her feel hurt or disgusting as it is in the to be an illiterate woman. Make sure you don't forget to teach her to read and write. Ivan Nikolaevich. With greetings, Maria. That was the wordings in that letter. When she realized that letter, She became very sad. She felt insulted herself. അവൾക്ക് സ്വന്തം അവളെ അപമാനിച്ച പോലെയാണ് തോന്നുന്നത്. She started to cry, burst into tears. പൊട്ടിക്കരയാണ് ചെയ്തത്. Why did I misunderstand my husband? Okay, that's all for this story. Now let's look at the questions. Okay, look at the page number 95. All right, go ahead, said Polya as she stared fixedly at Ivan's clipped little moustache. For 2 silent months, Polya studied every day. She patiently put together the words, learned to form the letters, and memorized sentences. Every evening, she took the treasured letter out of the cupboard and tried to find out its secret meaning, but it was no easy job. It was the 3rd month before Polya learned how to read. One morning, when Ivan Nikolaevich had gone off to work, Polya took the letter out of the cupboard and started reading it. It was hard for her to understand the small handwriting, but the slight scent of perfume from the paper pushed her on. The letter was addressed to Ivan Nikolaevich. Dear friend, I am sending you the book I promised. I think that your wife should be able to learn how to read in 2 or 3 months. Promise me, my old boy, that you will make her do it. Explain to her, make her feel how disgusting it is to be an illiterate woman. Make sure you don't forget to teach her to read and write, Ivan Nikolaevich. With greetings, Maria. Polya read this letter through twice. Then, pressing her lips together sadly and feeling somehow secretly insulted, she burst into tears. Okay, in this page too, a few new words are there. Let's underline it. Okay, the first one, patiently. Patiently. Then memorize. Next one, memorized. And the next one, disgusting. And one more is the stared. Stared. And another one, that is disgusting. Disgusting. Here, disgusting. And the last one, illiterate. And one more is the burst. Here, burst. Okay, that's all. These a few strange words or the new words. Now all of you should find out the meaning of this word from the glossary at the back of this lesson, or from the dictionary from your home, or search the Google. Okay, write down all these new words in your notebook and write out its meaning. Okay. Okay, now let's look at the questions. All of you take page number 93. Look at the first one. How did life in the city change Polya's husband? The city life changed her husband a lot. How? എങ്ങനെയാണ് ചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്തത്? Second one, what was Polya's response when her husband asked her to learn to read and write? Whenever her husband told her to read and write, what was her reply and response? And they know the response. And the third one, do you think the book will be of any help? Explain. Can that book help her? Engine. You may write there. What do you think about Polya's attitude? Do you agree with her? And why? When Ivan gave a book to her, you know what was that reply. And is it right? Then what was Polya's attitude? A book koduthappോ അവളുടെ attitude എന്താണ്? Is it right? What about your opinion? And look at the next 5th question in page number 94. What made Polya conclude that her husband was in love with another woman? Then Polya concluded that her husband was in love with another woman. What made her to think so? അങ്ങനെ ചിന്തിക്കാനുണ്ടായ കാരണം എന്താണ്? എന്താണ് അവൾ അങ്ങനെ ചിന്തിപ്പിച്ചത്? How did Polya react? എങ്ങനെയാണ് അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് പോളിയ റിയാക്ട് ചെയ്തത് എങ്ങനെയാണ്? Okay, everything were there in the textbook. And the sixth question, why did she decide to learn to read and write? Now the seventh question, why didn't Polya tell her husband anything about the letter? Now she didn't tell anything about the letter when he came back. Then why didn't she do so? എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് അവൾ അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്തത്? And the eighth one, what made Nikolaevich overjoyed? Nikolaevich became very happy or overjoyed. What made him to do so? അങ്ങനെ അവനാക്കിയത് എന്താണ്? And the ninth one, describe how Polya learned to read. Polya learned how to read. How? എങ്ങനെയാണ് അവൾ പഠിച്ചത്? You may write in 2 or 3 sentences. And the last question, what made Polya do after reading the letter? What did Polya do after reading the letter? After finishing the letter, reading that letter, what did Polya do? അവൾ എന്താ ചെയ്തത് വായിച്ചതിന് ശേഷം? And why did she do so? Okay, here's an activity for you. Look at the question. After reading the letter, Polya became very sad. When Ivan reached home, he saw Polya very gloomy. He asked the reason. Now prepare the dialogues between Polya and Ivan. Now there will be a conversation between Polya and Ivan. Now prepare that dialogues. Okay? All of you write this activity in your notebook and send to me. Okay? That's all for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.